Welcome to the Liminal Lair. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Kerry. We are besties and co-owners of Equinox Art Collective and Equinox Provisions, which are spaces where we just do weird girl shit. Equinox Art Collective is a tattoo shop that we started in 2017, and it is going strong. We have great artists and hold all kinds of events. We now have a secondary space in the same building called Equinox Provisions, which is our metaphysical store, community center. We have classes and all kinds of practitioners.
My D&D group plays there.
Yes, there's some D&D sometimes. So we are trying to build a sense of community that's outside of the perfect picture of spirituality.
And it's our first episode, and it's our 7,000 try at it.
Yay!
Yeah! We got our lucky shirts on today. We had good breakfast.
We have been recording and re-recording this podcast under different iterations since 2018.
We're going to get them this time.
This is our year. We're sure of it.
Who could stop us?
I think this was a much needed step for us because we were a lot more structured in the past with what information we wanted to give. When we realized we should probably just start from the beginning. We should just start at the bottom and build up, because on the daily we talk about things that we feel people should think about.
We have a secret hour-long podcast every morning on the phone. And both of us enjoy those conversations. I value them immensely. And a lot of times when I talk about them to other people in my life, they have expressed interest. Some people have told me I'd love to be the third person on the phone. We have a unique perspective, I feel, because we value the spiritual world, the metaphysical, the esoteric, but we also value being grounded and understanding that not everything is solely solved by the esoteric or the mystical or anything like that. You gotta braid them together, and that's how you can really make things work for you.
Yeah, we see online that the spiritual space has a very particular feel about it, and we would like to kind of Kool-Aid man through that wall and make sure that everyone knows that it doesn't have to be that way, that it doesn't have to have the look or the sound or a super quiet voice that you feel is ASMR.
No. What is this podcast going to be about, Kerry?
Well, it's a little bit about everything. We focus a lot on spirituality, on the look and feel of spirituality online, human connection, and talking about how technology fits into that. As spiritual beings, we do not take everything as seriously as some online that we've seen and some out in the world. And it's about finding that balance of the woo-woo and keeping your feet on the ground.
You'll join us on this podcast, separating the good woo from the bullshit and exploring life's mysteries, giving solicited advice.
And doing a little combing through social media personalities of the spiritual sort and grading them on their bullshit.
We will be doing, like you said, a little bit of spiritual auditing where we shed some light on the grifters, the scammers, the people who are telling you that they can teach you to do Harry Potter magic for the low price of $5,000. The people who we feel take advantage.
And unfortunately, there's plenty of those in this space currently. It's a spot where there's money to be made for those who want to grift.
You can get that cash.
Yeah. We're kind of going over a wide span of things, but we feel like it's all things that tie together as far as spirituality, the in-between of life.
Yeah. Liminal is the in-between. It is the strange spaces that you find yourself in, which is a hallmark of the arcane, the mystic, we find ourselves in there a lot, and we invite you to join us. We'll be talking a lot about our personal journeys within the unknown and the unseen. Spirituality means a lot to both of us. I read fantasy books a lot as a child. I have always wanted to be a wizard. I've always wanted to have a tower. I have always been into my little weird girl shit. I come from the kind of magical discipline of like big textbooks and weird scrawled notes. And I definitely am into hermetics. I'm into a lot of ritual magic with a little bit of that chaos flair. You know, I'll use Bath and Body Works cucumber melon candle. I ain't scared. So I'm coming at it from that point of view, which is probably why I have such big beef with a lot of the online creators.
I always wanted to be like the dark magic girl. I wanted to be that girl. It's just,
Sorry,
yeah. Anyone who knows me knows that ain't me. It's just not in me. So I'm very much a green witch. I'm in my kitchen working with herbs and, doing.
Yeah.
I don't have it in me for the dark stuff. It's just not my calling. I can pull it out if I need to. However, I use my magic more just to enhance everyone's everyday lives.
Yeah, everybody's a little bit of a mix of different things. You know, gosh, we're old, so I mean, we've probably both been dabbling in magic at this point for at least 25 years.
Yeah.
Ever since we were little preteens. We were part of that generation that saw practical magic in the craft, and I was like, oh yeah, all right, that fucks.
Yeah, practical
Okay.
magic, the craft, and Foxfire. Between those three, I was like, oh yeah. We're over here giving ourselves stick and pokes and doing spells. Let's do it.
When we were younger, gosh, it was not the same as it is now. I was looking at weird PDFs online of,
Yeah,
Solomon's works and early 2000s websites. That's that good shit.
Yeah,
That's
where you're just scrolling for days.
GeoCities.
It's just one continuous page.
And I do think that the modern age has been great for people sharing ideas, but the age of information comes with its little bites. On this first episode, we wanted to do a little miniature topic just to get the ball rolling, and that topic is, why is it so important that someone talks about the invasion of grifters in the spiritual space? Why do you think that is, Kerry? Why are we big mad?
I'm big mad as someone who sees what the space could be and sees how it could actually help people. And instead, I see lots of people still floundering from the advice that they're given online. I also don't like the delusional state that they want everyone to live in. But that's a topic for a whole nother episode. But how easy it is for them to say, just live like you have $1 million. If you're homeless, just live like you have $1 million. Done. Duh.
Don't worry about how you're going to sleep tonight. Millionaires don't worry about that.
It just doesn't feel like it's helpful.
Yeah.
And if you're in this space to truly help people, I just don't see that being the solution.
I think another reason it's a big deal for us is because both of us have been helped by our spiritual practice. I personally find a lot of comfort in it. It helps shape me as a better human being. It helps focus me. I think it is an excellent tool for introspection and to help you focus your will to get what you want. But I don't think it's something somebody can teach you in like 1 3-hour class where they've skimmed off the top of so many ancient and important schools of thought so that they can try and MLM style sell it to you.
A lot of them kind of wash over shadow work and the actual deep work you have to do, and they gloss it over with the fun things, the light, the love and light type things, without realizing that you got to go through the dark to get to the light. You have to work your way through and understand yourself so that you can get to that point. But instead, they want to suppress all of the stuff that sounds scary or dark and only talk about the happiness on the other side without doing the work.
Yeah, they don't want you to be yourself. They want you to be this imagined version. They don't want you to think for yourself. They don't want you to learn for yourself. They want you to fork over money so they can give you the word salad special, and then you can still feel like you need more classes. I think that's one of the things that definitely gets me is it's never enough.
Yeah.
It's never enough. It's, oh, well, you have to take this class and you have to do this and you have to do that. Oh, what? I think it's strange that so many people want so many weird fences in place.
I think that we forget that this is not something that started out with crazy certifications and online
Say Mary
classes and
Kay.
like,
This,
yeah,
yeah.
it's never been that type of thing. It's always been a community thing, a thing that you learn, passed down to you, something that was put in books that you could easily tangible have information. But now it's going into this space of just like fluffy language that doesn't really mean much but is supposed to make you feel better.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like the the dudes with podcasts who read 5 sentences of meditations by Marcus Aurelius and they're like, "Got it. Good. I'm just going to repeat these 5 things." But they never delve any deeper. You and I will both be the first people to say, "I don't know. I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still finding new things." And we say that about everything in life. There's always more to learn. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be the best bitch on witch talk and make sure that you never say anything wrong or you never change your mind so you can be the most powerful magus in history. All this bullshit.
The more I learn, the less I know. I realize that the world is vast and I will never gain full knowledge of the spiritual world in any, not even in a certain sect. That will never happen. But what I can do is I can gain information that is helpful to me as much as I can and continue on that path of knowledge and trying to help better my life and the lives of others around me with it.
And I would like for people to be able to have that experience. And that means that I want these motherfuckers out of here. I want them out. They gotta
Grifters,
go.
gotta go.
They gotta go. I do not see a lot of people talking in a candid way about these things because there is this unspoken rule where you're supposed to be like, oh, well, if it doesn't resonate with you, then that's fine, but we can't talk about. Fuck that. If I see you
I
grifting, I hate you.
Yeah, I think that is a big thing. In the love and light and stuff, we get lost in the true value of what we're talking about because we're trying to protect everyone's feelings. And I understand that everyone's going to do things a different way, but I also know that if I'm look over there and I see that someone's doing some fuck shit and that they're charging people $5,000 for non-information and I'm supposed to just be like, well, live and let live.
I will not.
I can't.
I can't. And it's so prevalent and it is predatory, I feel. That is.
It's bad enough when it happens in other industries, but for it to be something that's so personal, vulnerable, and deep for everyone, for you to try and scam people out of money based on their own emotional vulnerabilities.
And their willingness to they're taking that step into the deep end. They're putting that toe into the deep end, and you're just waiting to like bite their toe off.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Go
Yeah.
on now. Get. Like, it's terrible. And I don't think it works itself out as easily as things in tattooing do, right? So, micro tattoos, this is the best example I can think of. Micro tattoos have been an issue in tattooing for a while. But now they're already starting to work themselves out because people are like, oh, that's what it looks like a couple years later? Okay. And it kind of ends up working itself out. But I think in the spiritual space, it doesn't really work itself out as well because it is inherently mystical. It's very easy for someone to gaslight you and be like, "Oh no, it's not my class or my teachings that's the problem. It's you. You have a curse on your bloodline. I've pulled your Akashic records." Like whereas like tattooing it's a much more concrete thing. You can be like, "No, that look like shit."
Yeah.
Like yeah, like it don't be looking good. But it is such a strange thing that this space almost caters to charlatans. I mean, I guess you do see it throughout history. And
Yeah.
people have been grifting with magic for a long time. But now it's reached this strange head because of the internet and because it is so easy for anyone who is willing to go pick up a linen dress, run through a field, and be like, I am an alien from another planet and I was sent here to help you. But you have to pay me. This is not a free mission.
No.
I'm very special. You could also be special if you pay me.
Yeah, it's a sad state, and it's something that, like you said, with tattooing, it works itself out because it is a tangible thing that people see and everyone can see.
And I've seen bad trends and like kind of grifter trends come and go in tattooing. At this point, I've been tattooing for over 10 years. I've seen them come and go. And it's not those people's fault. It's not the client's fault because they don't know. They're not tattooers.
Right.
It sucks that it happens. I personally, like, it's just too big for me to try and explain to everyone why you can't do certain things in tattooing. It ends up handling itself. It's not worth it for me to get involved. Here, though, they're going to keep running it.
Well, and I think it's a space where it's easy to take a class and not get a single answer, like from whoever's teaching the class on anything, and then you harboring that as,
well, because they do it on purpose.
Yeah, and then you're harboring this like, I'm bad. I don't understand shit. I don't understand. I have to understand this. I'm going to take the next level and I'm going to understand. And look at how Scientology works.
Well, it's always levels that like don't really. For instance, we do at our shop. We have Sam teaches like Tarot 1, Tarot 2, Tarot 3. Guess what? It is outlined exactly what each of those classes is about, so that you can see if those specific things are things you want to learn about.
All of our classes are things where it's all laid out. You understand. Not only that, but I think our classes are really reasonably priced.
It's like that. Look, listen, most of that information is Googleable. Anything that is in these classes ultimately is Googleable. Nobody is out here offering any information that is not somewhere for free. So if you are not going to add to that information and you are not going to actually make a difference in how people receive it, you're just going to shittily repeat it. Get lost. Get lost. Get lost. And we know that to be true, right? Like anybody who teaches a class with us would tell you, like, yeah, you absolutely could learn this yourself. What we're more interested in is we want to create a place where maybe you could meet someone at that class who is also interested in it. Maybe you do better with someone actually teaching you information. If you need that structure, we're not going to pretend like Sam's Tarot 101 class is crazy information that you could never get anywhere else.
I personally think that the way Sam teaches it is very digestible.
Yeah.
And that is why I think that her classes are great.
Ultimately, you could.
If you were to sit online, you could figure it out. It might be a little harder, but you could do it.
Yeah. Sam is a great teacher. Sam takes a lot of time putting it into digestible, real formats. She takes a lot of time to figure out how to explain it to you and how to do those things. Like, do I think it's a great class? Yes. Do I think that she has some kind of crazy arcane knowledge that you could never access unless you go to her Tarot 101 class? No. But that's how these people act online, and that's why we're here. That's why we're sitting in front of these microphones.
It's got to stop because too many people are leaving empty and feeling worse through this spiritual side than they did before they found it. And it's because they thought they were looking for something and instead found what felt like a wall. Because when you feel like nothing they're saying is making sense, nothing around you, everything you're being told you're doing it wrong.
Or you just, oh, well, now you need to go do this and you have to go do. It's like a never ending quest, but it's just emptying your pockets.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. I take umbrage with this. As someone who is not a class person, you know this about me. I'm just like, nah, fuck, I can do it. I got it. You give me Google, you give me like one sugar-free Red Bull, a couple books. I can do it. I figured it out. Especially about spiritual topics. Now, like, yeah, we took stained glass class. I needed that. I needed it. And I still cut myself because I wasn't following directions. I am not a huge spiritual class person, but I do have an interest in the community and in how much I care about it.
But I think also you're a big reader. So you're someone who you can easily get the information out of the book.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, like,
whereas I think a lot of people, I don't even know if they would know where to start.
I mean, I just have like the arrogance and like audacity of the boomer man. Like, like
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sure.
Give that here.
Let me
do it.
How can it be? And I understand I am coming from a different perspective than most people. I don't think it's wrong to want a teacher. I don't think it's wrong to want like someone to help you and guide you. But I do think a lot of you are in danger because they're good at it. I think that's the like they're it's not your fault if you get got. It's designed for you to get got. Because it is so inherently a space that makes you feel vulnerable. And because of the online space now, if you are, and I say this with air quotes, wrong, or if you do something wrong, people will literally pile on you. Some of the shit that people have told me about what goes on Witch Talk and shit, I'm like, are they so fucking for real? Like, you saw someone do something you didn't like, and now you're beefing about magical practice on a weird app. I really only have beef with the grifters. I do have a special place in my heart for people that are just truly fucking kind of crazy and weird.
Yeah, it's like if you're just weird and you're not trying to get money out of anybody, then be weird.
I will defend you. I will defend you.
I don't care. Yeah. But it's when you're like, now give me money. I don't know about this. Let's rethink this.
Or if you're like really being crazy online about it. If your entire online presence is finding people who aren't making money online, doing witchy stuff or whatever, and you're just bullying them,
yeah,
you got problems. We're not going to find random people. If I find someone randomly online and they don't have any kind of business based around it, they're not making any money, I have nothing to say to you. You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I got no beefs.
No, it's the people who have multiple courses and are telling you, come to my retreat and we have these resources for you, but then the resources are really just like you guys are sitting in a circle.
It's ChatGPT, like, wrote them a packet. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I want to fight them. It really does. It makes me want to fucking smack them. I feel like it would do them good. Sometimes.
But she's not going to do it. Legally, she's here saying she's not going to smack anyone. So.
Oh, never. I'm a mother.
Never.
I'm not a mother.
She's a cat mother. She could never.
I'm a pacifist. Sort of.
I guess that's another thing that we've never followed, the fact that this is the way that you do it. Let me teach you the way. I mean, I've learned thousands of techniques from thousands of people and been like, okay, I don't even know which one's better.
I'm doing whatever the fuck I want.
I'm gonna mix these two together.
Yeah.
If I want to.
I'm gonna do whatever I want. You can't stop me.
Yeah. So I think that when you're a new baby in this space and you just want to believe that what they're saying is right.
Well, especially if you felt that spark, if you've dipped that toe in and you've had experience like what we have had, where you realize that there is something kind of behind the veil. There is something going on. There's something that you feel like you can connect with, but you are scared. And then, yeah, you dip that toe in, and then all these motherfuckers are like, oh, you did it wrong. And then right after them, like stage left, is somebody who's like, I can teach you how to do it right for $5,000. What do you do? You're scared. You want to be a part of this, but everybody's like, it's wrong. You did it wrong.
And they always convince you that, like, to not think about the money aspect.
God,
I love that part, is that when you're being told that this class is like $5,000, it's like, but if you take this class, think about how much more will come to you.
And that is grifting.
And
that's grifting, you guys. Is
a
grifting of the highest order.
I would never,
that's fraud,
in my life tell someone to, first of all, my classes are like $35. I would never tell someone to put it on a credit card, to like spend money they didn't have on my $35 class. These people are telling them to put thousands of dollars on credit cards.
That's insane.
Because you need to trust the universe, and that you will get what you deserve.
When you can charge whatever you want. We see that in tattooing too. You can charge whatever you want. That's between you and your clients. But it is unethical, even as a tattooer, to be like, just who cares? Just do it. Before I start big tattoos with people, I make sure, like, if you want a sleeve, you want a back piece, you want a leg sleeve, I am like, hey, look at me. Look at me, deep in my eyes. This is a monetary commitment. This is going to be expensive. This is an emotional commitment. This is a physical commitment. This is going to be a lot. And I don't want you to get into something like this and not realize what you're signing up for. Telling someone not to worry about the monetary aspect of something is ridiculous. Yeah. It is ridiculous. Yes, tattoos are expensive. Am I the cheapest tattooer in the world? Absolutely not. But I'm not out here trying to like make videos online where I'm like, come get a sleeve. Don't worry about how much it costs. Don't worry. No, don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Just put it on a credit card.
You've got a credit card, right? How much you got on it? What's your limit? It's fine.
Don't be a little wuss. Come get tattooed. Like, no, I don't want you to put yourself in financial peril. Crazy for that one.
Yeah.
It's a larger problem, I think, than a lot of people are willing to admit.
And I think it's, like you were saying, it's a space where people feel too awkward to say anything about anyone else, because then it feels petty. It feels like you're doing something bad, because in this love and light space, how dare you attack someone else who's just trying to give information.
People are afraid, it's that classic, what if somebody points the finger at me? Guess what? People are already going to point the finger at you, baby. I'm sure people will see this and be like, oh, you guys are grifters. I'd be like, whatever, sure.
All right.
Yeah. Buy my camo shirt merch. Like, I don't know. Nobody's saying that you can't sell things. Nobody's saying that you can't make money from your skill set if that is your skill set. I think our main issue is you see so much predatory marketing. You see people being word salad specialists where they are just using whatever buzzwords they can to get in front of you. And then they're trying to convince you to not care about spending thousands of dollars. And that if you do care, then you're not in spiritual alignment. Then that's the problem, is you're not letting go.
Right.
You're afraid. It's not okay.
Clearly you're living in a mindset that is not focused on abundance. If you're in an abundance mindset, then money will flow to you. Period.
That
is
bullshit. That is grade A bullshit. That is what we will be spiritually auditing. Don't worry if you hear this and you like are a spiritual coach. Unless you absolutely out here fucking grifting, we're not coming for you.
No.
But I do encourage you to speak up.
It's a space where the more people who do speak up, the safer we all can be from it. You don't have to be silent. I understand you want to be seen in a positive light, but these people are doing negative in our community. Therefore, the positive thing to do is to speak up.
Yeah. And we're not afraid. I mean, we're going to talk about our own views. We'll give you advice. We'll talk about what we think make a great magical practice or things that we are interested in, things that we think are beneficial. The only difference is we're not going to be grifting you and making it seem like only we have knowledge. This knowledge. I mean, there's certain things that only I know, but that's like weird shit. It's nothing special or esoteric. I trust.
Yeah, I'm like,
I have secrets. We all do.
we all have secrets. It's nothing good.
It's
You
nothing
don't
I
want
need to
it.
sell you.
Yeah.
It's,
It's nothing you want, I promise.
I mean, for the right price. I'm looking forward to how all of this will evolve. I'm looking forward to doing the spiritual audits. People are probably going to be mad. To that, I say, I don't give a fuck. You can catch me outside if you want.
I'm like, okay. I really at this point don't feel like there would be any benefit to keeping quiet. So,
Well, it was a space that you loved. It was a space that you desperately wanted to get into. You are an excellent spiritual coach, and
thank you.
there is something horrible about seeing rot in something that you love so much, right? You got in there, you started looking around for peers and people that you could connect with, and all you found was weirdos who are like doing weird shit at the camera with their hands and trying to literally use one of the most important experiences that human beings can have as a way to steal money from people and then gaslighting them about it when people are like, I don't know what you're saying. They're like, you just don't get it.
You're
You're
just not in
obviously
this frequency. We didn't set out years ago, even when we started a business, for it to be in this spiritual space. The spiritual space was something that was close to us, and we kept it close. And then when the opportunity came, we were like, let's do this. But it's not like it didn't come from an organic place. It
Yeah.
felt like an organic extension of what we were already doing, of our business, of things that we had going on. And we're trying to sell people things that we like, we also use and feel like can help them in their practice.
Yeah, you're not showing up and us being like, oh, if you don't have this special candle, it's never gonna work.
That spell will never work with that candle. You need this
Oh,
$7 candle.
all wrong.
You want a chime candle? No.
I've said it a million times. Some of the magic rituals that I feel like had the most puss that I've ever done, like things where I was like, yeah, like lightning crackling across the sky. I am a powerful magus. We're done with like Bath and Body Works candles, like weird. You know how people give you candles at Christmas that are just like random,
Yeah.
weird shit like that.
Like I had this in the bathroom.
Like, Morton's kosher salt out there. I got a stick I picked up.
I mean, that's what it's about, though. It's not as much about the wording of your, these girls are selling you these meditations and stuff. You could make your own meditation. You could make your own manifestation charts. You can do all of this yourself with your own words and have it be a lot more powerful than you trying to like copy and paste from somebody else's book.
Yeah. Because if you don't know yourself, none of these things will ever work.
It's not based in anything if you're just writing other people's words.
Yeah.
What am I doing with that?
I mean, you might as well just pack it up, go to church.
This ain't for you.
If you want somebody else to do it for you, then you should go find Jesus. Jesus will take care of all your sins. He'll fix everything. He'll take the wheel for you.
He'll take the wheel.
But in magic, in the spiritual world, you have to take the wheel. And no weirdo, no fucking white dude with dreads is gonna make it. He's not gonna take the wheel. He's not Jesus. Like, that it's not that type of thing. And anybody who's offering to take the wheel completely for you is going to drive you into a ditch.
That's a bad cult leader.
But like with credit card debt.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a bad cult leader. That means that they're like, come on, everybody, collectively, give me your paychecks and I'll handle everything here.
yeah.
We've got it. This is a commune now.
Whatever is going on in your life, whatever has sent you down that spiritual path, the most important part of it is you. It's you, and we want to help you find the tools so that when you do need a teacher, if you do need a mentor, if you do need a helper, or if you want to learn from someone, you can easily filter through the bullshit yourself.
Yeah. It's it's a rough place to navigate if you're new in the space and this is all you have to look at.
Well, yeah, because like we said earlier, there's like all the people, you know, who are like, you're a fucking idiot. Your candle is 32 degrees out of alignment. You're gonna die. You know what? You're dead already. And then the next slide is someone being like, did you once do a candle out of degree? You idiot. Don't worry. I can teach you how to do it right. But it's gonna cost you. But you know what? You're not a real witch if you think that going into debt is bad.
It really is silly. And I think that's the thing. It's something that's inherently serious, like spirituality,
But it is
but
also
they're
cringe.
it's cringe and it's like
It's so serious and so cringe. It's so serious and it's so cringe. And they just don't get it.
no.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What
No,
were you
live your cringe life. Like I just don't understand why it has to be so like this is the only way and you see people selling the tools where they're like this is the tool. This is what we use.
Fuck that. I could make it with something from my backyard, and I guarantee you that whatever I do with it is gonna have more puss than anything that has.
Yeah.
If you don't believe, like it's you could spend thousands of dollars on classes and tools, and this brass is from an Egyptian archaeological site, and it's got the power of Xenu in it. It don't matter. You don't believe. You don't even know who you are. You don't know why you're here. You got told to be here so that you could become a millionaire.
But yeah, there's always going to be girls who are in every yoga class, every meditation. They're in every drum circle, singing bowls. They're working on their chakras and their frequencies. They're doing Reiki or getting Reiki and their life is no better because they're doing the step without taking anything from it. We could all sit and listen to someone say something, but if I'm not actually retaining the information and it's not bettering my life, I'm just going through the motions.
You can take as many classes about anything you want, but you're never going to know if you aren't just actually talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
sit with yourself sometimes.
Yeah, don't sit with some grifter in a weird online video thing. And I say that knowing that there are online video things that are great. I mean, Sam has her membership, and you know what? Sam works her butt off because she wants to make sure that everybody feels like they're getting their money's worth. She is constantly trying to do things that are helpful. I went and talked in Sam's membership.
Yeah.
I literally gave a talk about the importance of being disliked, where I was just like, hey, don't worry about people not liking you. Spoiler alert, they already hate you. Those people that you bend over backwards for, they already don't like you, and they never will. They don't like you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not against it.
No, I think it's just what are you providing? What is the money getting you?
Yeah, and even when I went and did that talk, I sat in there, I was like, look, this may not work for everybody. This may not be for you. I'm gonna say what I have to say, and also none of this is groundbreaking advice. Hopefully, the way that I phrase it may help.
And on the flip side, I teach a self-love class that is very much in the realm of, hey, this is the stuff we're going to do for yourself. And then, then when they're like, oh, this is great. Like, I actually used it and it helped.
personally talked to people who have taken that class, and they said, you know what, nobody had ever presented it to me
It's
like
all,
that. It's
it's
not new information,
no.
but you are actually doing something to try and get through to people who would benefit from having it taught that way, instead of presenting it like no one's ever done it like me. No one has ever. The concept of self-love, yes,
I created it.
I channeled that from my alien ancestry.
You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it. You know what? And if you don't get it, you got to take level 2. It's even worse than I thought. You just
Oh,
oh,
you're breaking my heart.
oh.
Go ahead, sign up for level 2. We'll get that situated.
I want to see less of that shit, and unfortunately, I don't see any way out of not talking shit on the internet about it. That seems to be the only thing that people respect. I mean, if anybody feels raw about it, come see me.
I'm willing to have a conversation about it. Please give me your gripes and let me understand.
I'll fight you in the parking lot.
We can sit down. Let's have a little class.
You talk to her.
Glass of water, cup of tea.
We can slap fight.
But that's what we're here for. We're here just to bring it all together, to show people that the way they see it online isn't the only way that's out there, and that we're just out here being cringe, living our lives, and loving it.
I am cringe, but I am free. I'm just doing whatever I want, and that includes this, I guess. I mean, I'm excited about it. It's going to be fun to share the things that interest us and our journeys along with doing the spiritual audits. I'm sure there will be many other weird little segments that get added to this. I am excited about solicited advice. So if you do have some situations that you need advice on, it can be as weird as you want. I would be shocked if you weirded us out, truly. I would be so excited. I'd be like, wow, this one is fucking weird. I love it. It can be about anything. If you need some advice, you feel like you want some advice, you can make up a story. I don't care.
Yeah.
I won't know.
We won't know. But we would like to help. Even in your...
I love anything like that. Give me some tea. Tell me some crazy shit. Tell me what weird things are going on in your family.
Please, give us the tea.
Our lives are boring.
We live boring
and I like
lives.
it that way.
Yeah, we like the boring, so we get our tea from elsewhere.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do after we get done here? I'm gonna quilt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat some lunch and I'm gonna quilt.
I'm gonna go home and make chicken.
Yeah. God, you do make good chicken. I still think about that chicken you made me that one time with the bok choy. But yeah, I look forward to everything. I look forward to all the weird places this is gonna take us. I mean, you're my favorite travel partner. We got matching clothes.
Same.
We're on this journey together. Nobody I'd rather do it with. And you can follow us on a whole bunch of different social media sites.
Yeah, we are currently on TikTok under Liminal Lair. We are on Instagram at liminal_lair. And we are on YouTube at Liminal Lair. So
I did not know we had all of those.
We have some social medias, so check us out and feel free to contact us through there. We also have an email that you have any spiritual audit like request or for solicited advice, you can find us at liminallair@gmail.com.
Yeah. Complaints, compliments, spiritual audits, solicited advice. You can send it all to us. Those are emails I would read. I can't wait till we get our first mad email.
Yay! We'd read it online.
I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
Joke's on them. I'm calling the Galactic Federation. I would like to do an entire episode where we read from that Wikipedia. That was one of the craziest fucking things I've ever seen. I don't know if you guys know this. The Starshine people have an entire Wikipedia that is insane.
You know, I'm somebody who's like not all about AI, but that's the kind of stuff that makes me want to pay for premium AI to have them build a movie, like an AI movie of the scenes.
Oh my God. I just want a badge that says Galactic Federation. So if anybody starts that shit around me, I can just be like,
whip it out.
I'll arrest you. Okay. I'm the baddie.
You're the baddie. I wonder if there's like weird, like Starseed fanfic. You know, people like building themselves into these stories, fighting the Galactic Federation and stuff.
I'm sure.
If there is, we're
Listen,
gonna find it. We're gonna read some.
at first I was kind of annoyed by all of that because it is so incredibly like, I'm not like everyone else. I'm special. You're not better than anyone. Calm down. Just see a therapist. Don't tell everyone you're an alien. At first I was annoyed by them, but like now that I know they have so much crazy fucking lore, I'm kind of charmed by
You're
them.
kind of into it.
I don't like it, but I'm also like, you went so deep. You went so far. This is like fantasy novel levels of lore. I read those big fucking 1,500 page fantasy novels where I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, I have to read the 600-year history of this family of dragon lords. And that's where they're at.
It's deep.
It's so deep that I'm now like, oh, well, you've charmed me. Like, I didn't know you guys were this crazy.
All right.
It's kind of fun. You've got me. I'm done the Galactic Federation.
Well, I
That's
hope
my journey.
that everyone's had a good time here with us today.
Yeah.
It has been fun shooting the shit and talking about our gripes and kind of where the future of this podcast is going.
Yeah, I think this was a good introductory. We wanted you guys to know why we would do something like a spiritual audit because it is kind of, it's coming on strong.
You know, sometimes you got to be the ones to step up.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta fucking do it. I feel like we should wear matching outfits every time.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, up top. Thanks for listening. Where can they find the podcast?
Will be found on Apple and Spotify.
Yeah. Their editors exist for a reason. I'll cut whichever one of those.
Whichever one, we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Come to our podcast class. We'll teach you how to do.
As you see, we're professionals.
Yeah, look at us. Headphones and microphones.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll see you guys next time.
Next time.
Look at us.
We did it.
Wow.